there's been various iterations of the lie that Brendan's told regarding Showtime. We know what the deal is, right? I think most of us can come away, or most of us have come to the conclusion that Brendan probably lost his job at Showtime because he simply wasn't good enough. He wasn't bringing enough ratings. His show wasn't entertaining, etc., etc. As soon as they let him go, as soon as they didn't renew his contract, they brought in BC, they brought in fucking Luke Thomas. The ratings went up. The show was way more enjoyable. They got way more bang for their buck because BC and Luke Thomas are really educated on UFC and MMA and boxing and shit, and they were probably doing above and beyond what they would get from fucking Brendan. But obviously with Showtime, they obviously came into some money troubles and they had to go under, and now Showtime doesn't exist anymore. There's obviously no fault of BC and Luke Thomas. The damage was already done during Brendan Schaub's fucking reign. But I think it's more likely that Brendan got fired from Showtime for being bad at his job than it is of him saying, oh, I bet on myself. I left Showtime because I want to do my own thing. Because if we believe that, we believe this is part of his whole dream. His dream was to, you know what I mean, be podcasting outside of a fucking storage unit. And you know, and streaming 5 days a week. I don't think he wanted to do that. I think he'd much rather have the check from Showtime. I think he'd much rather have a podcast. Because imagine back then, people are forgetting now, I'm just remembering now, he had not only had a check from Showtime, he also had fucking the Podcast One deal in his back pocket, and he also had the AdSense from YouTube. So Brendan was making a lot of money back then, bro. That guy was making a lot of money back then. So he's got a new reason why he nearly got fired. Now Brendan is saying he nearly got fired from Showtime, or one of the reasons why he nearly got fired from Showtime, eventually got fired, is because of the whole COVID thing. So allegedly, because of his stance against COVID, because of how anti-COVID Brian and Brendan were during the peak of that whole thing, he's now suggesting the reason why Showtime nearly fired him was because of COVID. So this is a new lie, a new law alert, new lie. The reason why he got fired from Showtime is because he was anti-COVID, anti-vaccine, anti-Fauci, all that shit.
Turns out Sam was right. So, you know, sometimes you find these things and you're like, because I can't believe people that would do that.
50% of America was right. We all said, this seems fishy, fuck off. Yep. We all got shunned
I always thought it was fishy.
I almost lost my job at Showtime because I'm going to get vaccinated.
Yep. Well, you and I both were resistors from day one. Fuck your masks. Fuck. I didn't buy it.
Oh, but anyone who went along with it, you can't be in my foxhole. Listen, I don't blame you for you trust the government, you trust everything they say. You go to the doctor, they tell you TRT's bad, peptides are bad. Do your thing. You look like shit.
But they were arrogant about it, dude.
They still are, though.
I was outside walking my dog. Guy goes, "Where's your mask?" I go, "Fuck you."
That didn't happen.
I almost got in a fight because I was in the middle of nowhere and two people on horses.
I remember that.
Put a mask on. I went, oh, what'd you say?
How about I punch your horse?
What? No, not the horse. The people, man.
Sorry. No, him. No, the horse is fine. But I was like, why don't you put a mask on the horse?
I remember
those days?
Yep. Piece of shit.
Showtime, I had to hold my feet to the fire. I went, you show me the contract which says you can fire me for not taking a vaccine. I'd love to see it because there's a lawsuit here.
People go along.
You know what I don't get? Like, I think, in my personal opinion, let's say this story is true. I think a private corporation has every right to fire you for anything. If they want to fire you because you don't want to comply at that particular moment with this mandated vaccine, whatever was going on around the time, get fired. Get fired, you know, wave your fucking I'm cancelled flag thing, go on a fucking tour of all the podcasts, go on Rogan, go on fucking Tim Pool, go on all these places and just fucking bask in the attention of it and run the money up anyway. It's gonna serve you well. It's not like it's not like getting fired from Showtime at that time for vaccine, for being anti-vax would have hurt him. It would have actually benefited him. He probably would have been deeply ingrained in that right-wing politics talking point type of thing, you know. But really and truly, the truth of it is, they pressured him into getting the vaccine, and he got it anyway. That's the funny thing. He's talking the big talk now, but he did. Of the two, I think Brendan's the only one that actually got the vaccine, if I'm not mistaken. Brian lied about it, said he got the vaccine but didn't, and got a fake COVID passport to travel and shit. Big up, big up, big up.
But the bragging about his fake COVID stance is lame.
Exactly. Basically, it's fake. Yeah, it's fake. Because in the end, he got it anyway. Because when it comes to, that's the thing. Brendan likes to talk a big talk, like he's that guy, but he's not. Because when it comes to protecting his brand, when it comes to protecting his pocket, right? When it comes to protecting his money, he does a lot of things. You know, he censors a show heavily. He gets Chin to edit out certain things. You know what I mean? He's not as like, he likes to pretend he's like very edgy and says what he wants and is not, you know, he's into free speech and doesn't want to be cancelled, but he really does kind of like, you know, make sure that he doesn't say anything untoward to lose sponsors. He definitely didn't want to lose that Showtime deal. So when they told him he had to get a vaccine, he did get one eventually anyway. I don't know if it matches up in terms of the timeline, but I do know of the two, Brendan definitely got the vaccine, Brian didn't. Like Brendan spoke about it. He actually got the vaccine. There was a point in time where he was walking around with a mask. Remember that time? Where he had like a fucking he had a bandana. Remember he used to wear a scarf around his neck? So I'm pretty sure that scarf was a part of the whatever agreement he came with, because he used to say the reason why he wore the scarf was because he couldn't get a coffee in his favorite coffee shop.
You have a gun?
Yo, big up.
Exactly. He is not an absolutist.
There we go. Exactly. He chats a lot of shit. He chats a lot of fucking shit when it comes to the right wing grift. He chats a lot of shit. He likes to posture with it, but he's not really about that life. He's not really about that. When it comes to being the right wing grifter, Brian's way more of a right wing grifter than Brendan. Brendan's just a bit of a poser, really. He's not even a grifter, he's a poser when it comes to being a right wing guy. He's a fucking poser. Big up Coiler. When I'm at work, I needed 2 comedians to talk about pandemic to get me through my shift. Exactly. Still, bro, in 2026, man. In 2026, there's still. I think the reason why this topic came up is because of that Fauci trial tribunal thing that's going on, right? Or that was going on. I think that's why that topic came up. Big up Diana. They just be flexing their Rogan talk, and none of the confrontation about and rapists, the fantasy about ever happened. Exactly. 101 Krieger, just too much man leg skin there. Yeah. Big up 101 Krieger. There's a lot of man. Like I'm legit. You have to actually. Maybe we need to DM Brendan and find out what shorts company he uses or what shorts he buys, where he buys them from, because it's. I think it's a miracle that we've never seen his nuts. Remember when I showed you guys my nuts? Do you guys remember when I showed you my nuts inadvertently? I had a picture of myself running in some marathon thing. Remember? I don't know if you guys remember. Was it on Random Show? When I didn't know it showed my nuts. There's a picture of me running. I showed some picture of me running a marathon, and if you zoomed into it, you would see my nuts hanging out of the shorts as I was running down that thing. I had like running shorts on, and one of my ball bags was literally hanging out. So it's quite surprising how Brendan sits like this, and we never get a sneak peek of his nuts. Whatever undershorts or panties or whatever are built into those shorts, or whatever he's wearing, they're very secure. They're very good, because we never get even an inkling of it. No tank, no nothing. Those things are strong, man. Those things are fucking sturdy. Big up Coiler. Back when the sheriff said cancel the show, the Hell's Angels are coming for you. Big up Jet Jr. Showtime firing Brendan for being anti-vax is more believable than he betting himself. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Too much skin, bro. There's too much skin there.